Good morning. I'm super excited about today's day in the life because today I'm partnering up with somebody I've never collabed with before but have always wanted to, and that is Julie from Mama to 5. I reached out to her to see if she wanted to collab on a day in the life because I just love her channel and I know you guys love her day in the life videos, and she is so close to 10,000 subscribers. So go over to her channel and show her some love. Funny little side note, I actually haven't told her this, so sorry if you're finding out in this video and you think it's super awkward, Julie, but every time I'm scrolling through my Instagram and I scroll past a picture of her quickly, I always think it's me. And then I'm like, I have to go back and I'm like, wait, what did I post? I don't remember posting. Just like, I don't know, something, it's the hair or something. Like when I scroll by, I always think it's me. So she's always been on my radar because I'm always like freaking out thinking I've posted something I didn't mean to post. So anyway, today's video is a day in the life, and it is just a normal school day around here. I've got to go, well, as normal as one can plan for. Who knows what it will be. We'll see what my kids want to do. But I have to go jump in the shower before they wake up and get right to it. All right, good morning. I thought I was about to have to explain to you why we were running behind because we usually start morning basket and start school between 8 and 9. And I had to take a shower this morning and do a few things while the kids were doing their chores. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get on and make another video where I'm like, well, this is the reason we're starting at 10 today, but I just looked at the clock and it's only 8:30. So I was given some extra time this morning apparently. So yeah, we are about to start our morning basket. The kids have completed their chores. Their morning routine or morning chores are just like the basic, like unpaid, you know, make your bed, make sure your room's tidied up, get dressed, take care of your breakfast mess, and brush your teeth. So yeah, John gave them bagels this morning. He usually takes care of breakfast these days, even though sometimes I meal prep it. He gets it on the table, gets the kids up and all that in the morning while I'm getting ready. He's at work right now and we are about to start for the day. By the way, this is super embarrassing, but just know that when our school shelf area looks like this, it's because we've been doing really great things in school and I haven't had much time between subjects, like between floating from kid to kid to kid. When one kid finishes something and I start with another kid, it's just, I don't have time to put it all away. And so sometimes I just don't deal with it until the weekend and, you know, we'll just pull stuff right off of here, but I'm sure you guys can relate in some ways. But yeah, the only reason I would clean it today is because I'm filming a video, but I'm sure you guys don't care. So I'm actually sure you guys can relate. Okay, the floor in the schoolroom was really bothering me, so I wanted to sweep. So the kids started on their handwriting. All right, you'll have to excuse the blown out lighting in here in the mornings. We have a lot of light coming in these sliding doors in our schoolroom in the morning. So the kids are just playing with some toys. I do have this one other little messy pile. Wow, sometimes I don't notice stuff until I start filming. I do have, like, we reorganized the kitchen and then John built a desk out in our utility room. And so I've been pulling like stuff out and setting them in piles all over our house. And the scrapbooking stuff was in a cabinet on the edge of our kitchen. And I'm putting that out in the utility room now. So that's the remnants of what needs to find a place. Anyway, so the kids are just playing now. We're about to start morning basket. I got all the things done that I needed to get done. And I'm actually not going to interrupt their morning basket to film today. It doesn't interrupt too much, but it is like the camera is a presence during our morning basket because just like 4 days ago, I filmed our morning basket and posted it, I think like yesterday on my channel. So even though you're seeing this video like 2 or 3 weeks later, it's the same week essentially that I just filmed their morning basket. So I'm gonna just direct you to our morning basket video if you wanna see what our morning basket time is like, and then I will, I'll pick up with you after that. So. All right, so we are gonna take like a 15-20 minute break, and the kids are helping Annie with a puzzle. She could use a little bit of loving right now, a little attention, after she played pretty independently, not quietly, but independently during morning basket time. We're gonna take a break to give her some love. I will put a link below if you wanna hear Sonia Schaefer's thoughts on you know, younger ones, toddlers and preschoolers. It was a really great video, and I really agreed with everything she said. And then they're gonna go back and continue playing with their STEM toys from our little warm-up bin. I'm getting set up for a science project here. We didn't really do much science last semester. We just did a lot of reading and notebooking activities, but I kept saying like, oh, we'll go back and do that project, we'll go back and do that project. So we're going back and doing a project from chapter 2, and I'll see, I'm gonna have to do a little overview with them. But it's not such a bad thing because it's kind of a nice way to go back and do some review by doing these hands-on activities, but it wasn't my plan to be so light in science last semester. So we were pretty heavy in history last semester, so I think we're gonna kind of lighten up on the history side this semester and try to add in science a few more days a week. So I'm getting set up for that, and then I'm gonna call them in the kitchen and we'll just do a little review and work on their project before we go outside for a little bit and then work on some independent. So remember we talked about dogs' sense of smell? Yeah. And how good it is. We're gonna see how our human senses compare. Go ahead and pour that into the hot water, Jessie, and then stir it carefully. It's very hot. So we have a box of lemon jello. Stir it up carefully, okay? That's a boiling water, so you're gonna stir that. We're gonna dye 2 of them red, and we're gonna see if Miss Erin, when she's here for violin, and then when Daddy gets home from work, they're gonna have a yellow one and a red one, and we're gonna see if they guess that they're both lemon or if they think that the other color is a different flavor, because we use our eyes to figure things out too. Where dogs have a really good sense of what? Smell. And we use our 5 senses to decide things, so our sense of smell isn't as strong as a dog. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Okay, Annie, now will you please carefully, I'll help you, pour this in. Cold water. Okay, Jessie, let's.
Are you gonna be able to?
There we go. Yes, I'm gonna make extra for you guys. All right, go ahead and stop, Jess.
Oh, so that's why there's 4 more extras.
Bella, will you stir it for a minute now, please?
Oh, that's why there's 4 more extras. It feels so much like Jello when you
All right, I'm gonna pour this into. We are all gonna have. Let's see. I'll do 1/4 cup.
That's gonna be so yummy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 4 for you guys. And then we have 1 yellow for Daddy and 1 yellow for Miss Erin. I think we're gonna have some extra here, so I'll pour these a little bit more. Now, Eli, you're gonna open the lid to that. You're just gonna put 2 drops into there.
Of enough?
2 drop, open the lid and then just put, you gotta open the lid right side up. Just put 2 drops, it just pops off. Just 2 drops, be very careful. It comes out like our essential oil, so be careful. 1, and then 1 more. Okay, turn it over so you don't get more. Put the lid on and then go ahead and stir it up. What do you think, Annie?
Do I stir it up?
Yep, you stir it up, Eli. Carefully, because it's still very hot, okay?
It feels like.
Oh, good. I think they're gonna think it's like cherry, or what do you think?
Mommy, what is it?
It's Jello.
Okay, but what is the red stuff?
Color, food color.
Oh, they're not gonna know.
Petroleum, gasoline.
What is the red? Yep, they're just kidding. No one got a fox here. There's no fox.
All right, kids are just finishing up their work, and my hair is getting really close to being dry, but I don't have time to blow dry it right now, so I have to tie it up so that it stays like in a little wet bun, so I can blow dry it after lunch. But they are finishing up their science work, and then we are going to go outside for like 45 minutes. And then we're gonna come back in and they're gonna work on their independent work, which is their math and their typing. Eli's is not independent, but I work with him. His lessons are short because he's in kindergarten. And then I'll just give them their using language well and spelling wisdom work while I'm back inside mostly. Jessie's just still finishing up. shooting some hoops. He wasn't able to while the kids were playing in the driveway. And I wish I could say I was productive with my time. A lot of times I will do, here you go baby, do you want these? I will do my Bible study in the driveway, but today I just needed to catch up on some Cubs spring training info. So I was just researching.
The white ones are too spicy.
They're spicy? Okay, I'll give you a different one. I'm just trying to see what's going on with Chris Bryant. There's like no news, so if anybody has news, let me know. Although it's been 2 weeks since I filmed this, so. All right, so Jesse is actually in my room right now working on teaching textbooks. He does super great getting his math done right after we come in from outside. He's definitely a boy who needs that physical activity to refocus. So contrary to how I was as a kid, which was like math first thing in the morning, you know, when I'm like, once I would go outside and play as a kid, I would never be able to focus again. But you know, kids are just constantly proving us wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing Bella's using language well and spelling wisdom with her. She is almost done with book 1. So we can start on book 2, which is supposed to be where we started at the beginning of the school year, but we were just behind, which is fine. I figured over the course of time, we'll pick up speed and we'll get there. So I'm gonna work with her on this. It's pretty independent. I just have to read her the passage, which I will be reading while I'm doing Eli's work with him. What book are we reading for 5 in a row right now, Eli? The very last first time. Do you remember what country it's in?
Savannah?
Canada. We're getting somewhere, guys, I promise. So we are going to go read that, and he has an art project to do today for that. We've just been doing a little bit of 5 in a row each day. We're not doing it as his like full kindergarten. We're just doing it for some mom and Eli time each day. Versus this one, we used 5 in a row as her full curriculum up until like first grade or so. Preschool, kindergarten, and a little first grade. So, all right, we're gonna get started with this and then I'll show you. I have done a full video on 5 in a row. If you guys wanna see that, I will link it up here in the corner. We are gonna do this art lesson today for the very last first time. They're talking, no, not that one. Is that, no, this one up here. Artistic style. And this ponchlism I did with Bella when we did very last first time years and years ago. But we also had a yellow spot sun lesson on it at the beginning of our school year. So I just went back and reprinted this page to use to kind of blend these two together. So I'm not gonna go through Marissa's video lesson again because I remember how it works. So I'm just gonna direct him here. But he's gonna look at the illustrations in the book, and we're gonna point out some things that we noticed about blending the cool colors and the warm colors and all that. This is actually one of my favorite parts of our school day, and that is because I'm pretty much done teaching before we go outside every day. I have another video on that, like how I'm done teaching by 10 a.m. We still do school until like 1 or 2 with all of our reading and chores and all that, their independent work. But me sitting down at the table and having to like direct every single activity is usually done by 10. So if you're interested in that, I'll put that video up here. But this 5 in a row time, on days that we do 5 in a row, I do sit down with Eli and have some like snuggle up and read time, and we do a little bit of projects and things, but we don't do 5 in a row every day, maybe 2 or 3 days a week. And by the time you see this video, I should have a blog post up already about our very last first time unit, so I'll link that below because I've been doing blog posts on Mondays.
Stop it.
And I believe it's the one that's scheduled for the week that I'm putting this up. So I'll put a link to that below if you're interested in seeing our overview of our 5 in a row unit. Here's that good luck illustration they're talking about. So she's stepping into the ice hole, and it's mostly warm colors, right? What warm colors do you see here?
Yellow, red, blue, and
no, blue's
orange.
Blue is not a warm color. Blue is actually a cool color. Yeah. So then it said to go back and look at the picture of her coming out of the ice hole, right? Right, this is the one they're talking about. Okay, so now this one is mostly cool colors. So what cool colors do you see here?
I see purple, blue, and green.
Wow.
And one color. Purple, blue, and green, and violet.
Oh. These 5 in a row projects are really fun. So Annie comes along for some of them, and it reminds me so much of the olden days when I would just be doing projects with Bella when she was 3 or 4 and Jessie was like 1 or 2 and would just come alongside.
Mommy, could I make it rainbow?
You are gonna almost make a rainbow on that wheel, you'll see.
Let go. I can't hold it back anymore. Let go. Let it go. Mommy, can you do some more? Turn away and swim. Let go.
Jesse is working on his typing from The Good and the Beautiful right now that he's finished with his math. He just had a quiz today, so it went now. Bella is actually going to sit down and do her typing. She has to do her typing before her math today, so I'm going to go work on reading. Jessie is also in book 1 of Spelling Wisdom and Using Language Well, so we are going to spend about, it's really, they say 15 minutes, but for him it's like 5 minutes in this early, 3rd grade year. So, and we're done! I'm just going to fix them some lunch here. Bella is still finishing her math right now, but I'm gonna make their lunch, and then the kids will have like a half an hour or so to play before their violin teacher gets here. And then after their violin lesson, I'll just read to them from our read aloud, and then they'll go to their quiet time. I'm finally gonna enjoy my Chill Mom coffee, but first I need to organize my super messy tea drawer. I need to get, some of these are empty, and I just got a new shipment, so I need to get some of these in there, and then I'm gonna make my coffee while the kids are eating. Interested. This is how I organize my coffee. I've got the Alto coffee, the like travel mug size over here, and then I've got the different espressos. I'm almost out actually of espresso, but I've got those over here organized by intensity. And then I also have these regular, what are they called? I don't remember what they're called, just the regular coffee size. Half calf, and then intensity level 4, 4, 6, 6, 7, 8. And then all the flavors are actually written on top if you get confused like I do as I learn the ropes here. So I'm gonna have one of these caramel ones, which really doesn't taste like anything unless you add some cream. It's just black coffee. So I'm gonna have one of these and break my little intermittent fast that I've been trying here the last few days. Alright, I got the kids' lunch out here, and I've got their protein smoothies. I just made a big smoothie for myself and then put a little extra protein powder in what was left for them because
Mommy,
I don't use a ton of it.
What is the donut?
What is what?
Why is the donut ready?
Not what?
No, why is the donut ready?
Why is the table not ready?
No, why is the donut ready?
Dinner?
No, why is the donut ready?
The jail?
No, the jello.
The Jello.
Why is it not ready?
It's probably got another hour, okay, and it can be dessert in a little while. And I'm gonna have a smoothie and leftover baked potato. All right, I am just doing a little bit of cleanup here. We always end the day looking a little something like this. And I'm just keeping it totally real here. This is our recycling pile. It's Eli's chore this week to take out the recycling, so I'm gonna have to get him on it here soon. Nice. Sunshine is calling my name. It's been a nice few days in the 80s, which means our pool is probably ready to roll. I called our pool company yesterday because I thought it was looking a little yellow, so they came out, they're fixing it now. I just texted my girlfriend and I was like, we have got to skip school one day this week and do a beach day, and she was like, yes, name the time. So, be looking for some beachy Insta stories on my Instagram in the next few days, because I can't help but share every time we're there in February.
The purple hammer.
The purple hammer. We can share the green one. What are we not gonna do today?
I don't know.
We're not gonna nap. We are trying not to nap. We've got candy. Trying everything. Some games. Just gotta make it through this 2 o'clock hour so we can sleep at night again. Right? Mommy loves to sleep.
These ones are mine, and those ones are yours.
All right. Wait, I thought that was my side.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. You won't let me do them on your side, but you can do them on my side?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I do one over here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can? Okay. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's still standing, huh? Well, I think I'm left with, oh, jeez. No, you do it.
I'm scary.
You're scared? You do it. Do one over here. I think this one will be fine.
I'm scary.
You can do it. Okay.
Scary.
Oh gosh.
Now I want to other game.
Oh, which game?
Follow me.
All right.
I found the best game.
What game is it?
Come.
Okay, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Which one? Because I don't want to just go look at the shelf if you're going to wait and see till we get there. I agree, this is the best game ever. What's it called?
The best game ever.
What's it called?
The best game ever.
Perfection?
Perfection. Mommy couldn't help.
Yes, let's hurry.
Let's hurry.
Hurry. Ah! Guess who hasn't actually blow dried her hair yet today? I don't know if it's gonna happen at this point. I need to like spray it down and blow dry it here soon. Anywho, it's 3 and our friends just left. They stayed for a while. The kids played outside and played basketball for a while. My girlfriend and I, who's their violin teacher, just chatted. They did their Jell-O experiment with them and it worked out great. So that's exciting. And then they'll do we made another couple cups of Jell-O for them to do with their dad tonight when he gets home. Let me see, is it over here? No, where is our book? We are reading, here it is, it was under Eli's book from earlier. We are reading My Name is America, the Journal of Jessie Smoke. We studied the Trail of Tears last semester and I wanted to go more in depth. We just didn't slow down much in history, so we're kind of going back through that a little bit. That's our read aloud right now. I'm just gonna read a couple of journal entries because we are a little behind, a little off schedule. As you saw last week in my evening routine video, which is so weird because I haven't edited that video yet, so I need to make sure that this is part of that. The kids switch gears in our homeschool around like 4:30. John usually gets home and he helps them get started on their chores. Tonight that really needs to happen at that time because the boys have basketball and Bella has 2 hours of dance as soon as their basketball is over. So our evening's gonna be a little jumbled up. Every so often it all lines up that way. So we are gonna skip quiet time. The kids wanted to eat Jell-O and they wanted to play outside again. So we'll add another hour to our 1,000 hours outside, I'm sure. So I'm gonna read a couple entries here while they eat their Jell-O and then they'll play outside for a little bit and then as soon as John gets home, we'll switch gears and start with their chores. So I'm gonna leave y'all there. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life. It was a pretty chill, casual day at home, which are my favorite days, but they only happen like 2 days a week maybe. There's 1 day a week I can count on being able to like be in yoga pants and just have an at-home school day. And then there's 2 that definitely aren't that every week. So I really enjoy. Yesterday when I got home from our Bible study, I was like, oh, I don't have to be home. I don't have to leave the house again till Friday. So I had like a whole 24 hours home, which is exciting. So I was looking forward to today for sure. Make sure you go check out Julie's video. I'm excited to see what her day looks like at home. Our kids are pretty close in age, so that's gonna be interesting just to see what differences are there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did and you wanna see more day in the life type videos. And I will see you guys later. Bye. What flavor do you think that one is?
It's orange.
Okay. And the other one? Eli, you can feed him that one too. So number 2.
I don't want that. Give me a small bite. Bro.